I'm on my way to my 6th lookout tower of the weekend, 2nd of the day. This is another really short hike on Forest Road 70 in Nantahala National Forest up to Cowee Bald. This is an extremely remote lookout tower, very similar to yesterday when I went to Joanna Bald in the Snowbird Mountains. This is really, really far on a gravel road. I think it was almost 7 miles of gravel road uphill north of the Cowee Creek Valley. And very slow going. The Nantahala and Kalasasia Gorges map is something you can use for this area, even though I'm not on a trail and I generally don't like these maps. They're actually extremely useful for navigating forest roads in the backcountry. This is a pretty remote area that doesn't really have any trails other than one short one, but you can see that the Alarka Mountains, Cowee Mountains complex is basically contained within this giant circle of major highways, and there's not much in here. You have Franklin's down here, Cherokee and Bryson City are in this direction, and you have to take forest roads way up to the crest. So where I'm at is right here, just hiking that last bit of gated forest road to Cowee Bald. The mountain is at 4,944 feet, which is the 3rd tallest peak in the Cowee Mountains. Sometimes it's considered the tallest peak because some books consider only this region as the Cowee Mountains, but USGS maps include this stretch. And if you do include that stretch, then Yellow Mountain and Shortoff Mountain are both taller than Cowee Bald. And this complex is really divided in half by Alarka Creek, and everything north of here is considered the Alarka Mountains. So I'll be up there shortly, see if we can get any views. Here is the lookout tower at the top of Cowee Bald. The structure is 30 feet off of the ground and says it was built in 1933, which would be one of the oldest lookout towers in the state. But actually it looks in pretty good condition, so it's probably been rebuilt, refurbished a couple times throughout the years. I'm not really sure why they have to have all these antennas on the tower, considering just behind me there's about 4 or 5 tall antenna structures over there, so why do they need the tower? Not sure, but I'm gonna go see how far I can get up those stairs. If this top cab wasn't locked, I'd get some pretty fantastic views. That's really unfortunate. I don't know why they keep locking these things. I mean, hardly anyone visits them. You know, oh well. You can see kind of the area just drove up. Straight down ahead, that's the Cowee Creek drainage. And there's Franklin in the distance in the Little Tennessee River Valley. So everything surrounding it in the background are the Nantahala Mountains. And then in the distance here, I can pick out some of the southern Cowee Mountains. I think straight ahead there's 3 peaks I'm looking at. I think Whiteside is on the left, Yellow Mountain is dead center, and Shortoff Mountain is the hump on the right. That's just my guess, just because the peak in the distant center left drops off really precipitously, like the cliffs of Whiteside Mountain. I'm loving the look of the clouds to the north. That's all of the great Smoky Mountains. Just don't have a clear view. I do have a pretty open view of the Plott Balsam Mountains, which I hiked last weekend. And I believe the peak dead center is Water Rock Knob, and then you kind of, it double dips down to Browning Knob, and then there's a longer gap to Mount Lynn Lowry. And then over here, kind of blocked by the support structure, those are the Great Balsam Mountains. So not too bad for a half-mile walk.